Yo, welcome back to What's the Word podcast with Shy Boy Jimmy and Jay. This your boy Shy Boy Jimmy.
Jay.
And we got a few topics for y'all today, man. Hey, I want to shout out everybody in the studio with us today. Go ahead and let them introduce themselves.
How y'all feeling, man? I'm 103 Caleb, man. Thank y'all for having me, for sure.
What's the word? 773 Eli.
Hey everybody, it's Nails by Nikki 22 on Instagram.
So y'all saw some area codes.
It'd be like that.
Yeah, everybody from Chicago, like the best city in the world, man. But hey, as y'all know, or y'all might not know, May is the mental health awareness month. So like a lot of people don't understand what mental health is, so I'm gonna break it down for you. Okay. Mental health includes our emotions, psychological and social well-being. It affects how we think, feel, and act, and helps determine how we handle stress, relate to others, and make choices. Some factors that contribute to mental health conditions is biological factors such as genes and brain chemistry, life experiences such as trauma or abuse, and family history of mental health problems. So like some mental health topics include personality disorder, anxiety, phobias, bipolar disorder, depression, eating disorders, PTSD, schizophrenia, self-harm. Actually, suicide attempts are part of mental health disorders as well. OCD actually is a mental health disorder as well. So some signs and symptoms is like eating or sleeping too much or too little, having low energy or no energy, feeling numb and not being able to connect to others, having unexplained aches and pains, feelings of hopelessness, drinking, smoking, using drugs too much, a lot of sexual activity, experiencing severe mood swings that cause problems within your relationships, and inability to perform daily tasks such as taking care of your kids or getting to work or school. And so, yeah, some tips to help the health conditions, the mental health conditions, is basically like seek help if you really need it. Like somebody take medication, some people go to therapy. So overall, you gotta have set goals to actually pursue and to actually stay on top of your mental health. Like I said, stick to a treatment plan, keep your primary care physician updated about your health, learn about your actual condition to actually understand what is it that you need to be doing. Good self-care, eating good, working out, meditating, exercise. Reach out to your family and friends for like support, and find your own personal coping skills. Like everybody don't cope the same, so it's like to actually understand what works for you. So yeah, mental health awareness month, y'all need to get in tune with your mental health. So in that sense, like what do y'all do for y'all mental health? Personally, I go to therapy, I write music, I work out, talk to people. Yeah.
How long you been in therapy?
I've been in therapy since like 2016. It's been off and on. Like, yeah, so I've been like free lately since COVID. I've been in therapy like every 2 weeks to a month. I go to therapy, and it's like actually been breaking down a lot of stuff for me. Like it's actually been helping me see things in different light. And it's like not just like going to tell people your business. It's like actually going somewhere. And then like I had worked with a guy before, and now I'm working with an African American woman. She basically break down certain things for me, give me like tools and things to take and actually adapt to like the scenario or the situation that I'm going through. So like instead of her just telling me like, oh, you got it, bro, like sharing up, like you gonna be good, whatever, cool. She actually be like, what's going on? I tell her what's going on. She be like, okay, for sure. Like maybe you should do it like this, do it like this. And I also got this video you can watch that actually dig deeper into what you're going through. It can help you like giving me the light at the end of the tunnel. Instead of just like sugarcoating shit, like she be straight up. Like I just got into this situation at school, and she like, bro, the bottom line is like you trying to graduate, and like bottom line is this what you need to do. So like I don't know, it's like a lot of stuff going on now with the war and like racism and all this shit going on. But it's like literally like she just pinpoints what I'm dealing with right now, and like she helps me see where I come from. Cause like a lot of people don't understand, but like back in like 2013, 14, like I actually had a mental breakdown. So it's like actually going through that. It's like,
What happened
within the what part?
within the breakdown, if you don't mind me asking?
Like how like okay, what's your question again? Like break down your question for
Okay, so you had a mental breakdown. What was going on?
Oh yeah, like the scenario or like
The cause of the...
Yeah, I was trying to say like, what do you want me to go from A to B? Like
The cause.
oh, okay.
The cause.
Yeah, so like basically I was like working. I was in school like my final year in college, undergrad or whatever. Yeah, I had like a real bad breakup. Like motherfuckers almost died. Like like yeah, yeah, motherfuckers put the knife on me. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
What
Like
did you do?
That's another episode.
So you did. So.
But no, technically I never did nothing. Motherfuckers thought I was cheating, and but it was like a toxic situation. That was like, it was one of those toxic situations. But like, I was so in love, motherfuckers like thinking like this was gonna be it. Whatever, cool, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But then like it was that situation going on. Then I was at school. Like I was writing capstones. I was writing final essays. I was doing internships. I was doing that. Had like 2-3 jobs, and I was like paying taxes on auntie them house. I was doing stuff.
You were busy.
I was doing like I was legit. I wasn't sleeping or nothing. Like I was at work at 7 o'clock in the morning. Then I get off at like 7 at night. Then I had homework to do. Then I had to be at class at 9 o'clock in the morning. Then I'd be at class from 9 to like, my last class was like 8:30 at night. And then I like basically I was just on go. And then I was like doing like I was back and forth from Chicago to Edwardsville, then St. Louis, then all this. And it was like I was trying to do it too much. And it's like when I looked up, it was just like I just started tweaking. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like actually just tweaking. Like motherfuckers like
I remember that.
yeah, I was tweaking.
I do remember.
No, I was caught, like, I was pissed off. Like, I was like, an argument, it wasn't no argument. I was fighting. Like, it was like, you got some shit to say, we fight. Or, like, literally, like, I was calling my brothers, and they're like, hey, did you hear that? Like, I'll be hearing some, like, little shit. Like, how to explain, like, I'll be hearing, like, little shit. Like, just, like, I don't know, like, I guess epiphanies or, like, little, words or like little shit. So at first I started writing music. So I was like, I have like a dream. I see some shit in my dream, and then I just wake up and write the song out. Boom. So that's how it basically started off like that. And then like the dream started coming to reality. I started like seeing shit like hallucinations. Started hearing like auditory hallucinations, all that shit. So it was like, okay, what the fuck going on? So like I basically cut everybody off, and I was just going to work. I stopped going to school, everything. Like I was going to work every day, acting like nothing was going on. But like I would go home and I'd be like just drinking myself to sleep. So that's like I was like, what the fuck going on? Like I can't even like express. I couldn't because my brother like, what the fuck happened? Like what's going on with you? Like my cousin, my sister, everybody calling me. I got missed calls. Like I ain't answering no phone or nothing. I'm literally just getting up, going to work. And then so somebody had told my ex, like my roommate had called my ex, like something going on with him. Like he ain't coming out the room. He ain't what the bam boom. So motherfuckers put up on me like, what's going on? I'm like, oh nothing. Like literally, I ain't ate shit. Like I'm skinny as fuck. Back then I was like $150 or something. Like I was skinny as hell. But then like when I wasn't eating nothing, so I was like skinny as hell. So motherfuckers like, bro, like what's going on? Like you ain't ate shit. So like when motherfuckers was cooked for me, like the last time I actually ate a home cooked dinner before I came back to Chicago, and like, cause I've been into like facilities and everything, like all that shit. Like before I went into like the facility, like somebody cooked me a home cooked meal, and I didn't even get to eat it. Like I was just like really picking over like the food, and like motherfucker like, this what you like why you not eating this? Like I just couldn't tell nobody like what was I couldn't understand what was happening. So then like fast forward to me coming to Chicago, came to Chicago, and I ended up getting arrested because came to Chicago, ended up at this facility or whatever at one of your jobs, the place I was. So then I ended up in a facility, and then some motherfuckers like basically trying to like, and I wasn't fucking with nobody. Like I was the type, like I stay to myself. So everybody trying to come to me and like, what you think about this? What you think about this song? What you think about Dirk and Dage? What you think about the round? I'm like, leave me alone. Like don't talk to me. I was just like afraid to actually speak to people. Like you know how I'm outspoken, and I'm like real people person. Like nah, I wasn't in that type of time. Like, so I felt like I couldn't trust nobody. And it's like I was really like at this time paranoid and everything. Like I couldn't like really eat. I couldn't drink. I couldn't like really like even like pissing, going to the bathroom. I used to pee like I used to go pee in the garbage or pee in a bottle or something because I was scared to use the toilet because like it was just a lot of shit just going through like and it's like fast as fuck. Like everything's just going fast as fuck. So it's like okay, what the fuck? So that's like literally when I realized something was like really happening, because I still didn't know like if I was going through like a mental break or like it was going like I just thought like some weird shit was happening. Like so I got drunk one day and like I don't know, like something was going on. So like even like so my auntie had to come. She came to see me in the hospital though. And like my auntie and my cousins or whatever, they came and saw me, and then so they was telling me all what like the life going on, like telling me like how like my cousin getting older, I miss birthdays, and I'm realizing damn, like I've been in here for like a long ass time, like what the fuck going on? So then I had to actually decipher like, okay, so are you gonna be stuck in this weird world of like trauma, I guess you can say, or are you gonna actually do something about it? So then I started talking to people and started like working and like building, like I did like a music program inside there. I did like an art program. I started helping with computers, writing all this stuff. So I started like doing poetry, reading books, all this stuff, writing music or whatever. And then like when she told me back to my auntie, she told me like, bro, like you was doing entirely too much. Like you actually had a nervous breakdown. So I just started crying. 'Cause I'm like, damn, like Mariah Carey had a nervous breakdown. Like what's his name? The genie, like motherfuckers had a nervous breakdown. So I was like, when I heard them, like, damn, like that's really like real. Like I ain't know shit about like nervous breakdown, like actually doing too much, like working too hard, or like doing like too much. So like I didn't have enough time to like sleep or like just rest. So like during that time, I was sleeping and resting, eating, doing all the things I needed to do. And then I realized it's like, bro, you gotta get up and do some shit. Like you gotta do something. Like you got nephews, you got your family waiting for you, you got shit going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do what you gotta do for yourself. So then I just started doing shit because I started just working, like I said, doing art, all that stuff, writing music. And then so when I got out, it took me a while to readapt to like life because like niggas think that like the government don't give a fuck about people that's going through mental crisis or whatever. Like literally, like they closed Tennessee Park Hospital down and for like what? And it's like that was one facility that everybody used to go to. But then now like they locking us up. They just sending you to wherever you need to go. Like they don't give a fuck. Like they not providing the resources or whatever. Or they just basically trying to medicate you. They not trying to give you like the actual rehabilitation. They just basically saying fuck it. Like some of those places I went to, like we wasn't doing shit in there, but just watching TV. Like it wasn't no groups, it wasn't no conversation, it wasn't no how you feeling today, it wasn't nothing like that. Like it was like literally just like sandwiches and like just here beds with no sheets, all that shit. Like it was like literally, oh, here go your medication. Oh, like what's that medication? Take it or you don't. Like it's like no, it's like literally like it's everything. It's like fucked up. It's like really fucked up the way like that people that's going through mental health situations is like they don't really get the help that they need. So it's like I don't know, like like I said, they arrest them motherfuckers now, and then like what's his name?
They arrest people though, but they send them straight to the hospital most of the time though.
Yeah, they arrest them, send them to the hospital, but then like
I mean they still get charges, so like criminal charges, but like I work at the hospital, so like we have a lot of people that come from like the jail, so they get arrested, they'll evaluate them there and send them to us.
Yeah, but then it's like really not. It's like resources that they do there is what it's like. You know,
so like where I work at, it's more so like when you're at the last straw, like it's an emergency hospital. Well, not it's a hospital.
Where you work at?
The same areas.
Oh, well, okay, it's good.
So it's I work on the psych unit. So when they get to us, that's when they're like having a mental breakdown, or to the point they're saying like, I feel like I want to kill myself, want to hurt somebody, or either just being real psychotic, or even depression. You can come there just saying I'm really depressed. You can admit yourself, but we just give you medication to help you deal with that at the moment. It's not long term. Long term is aftercare. That's when you leave the facility. So like when you get to the facility, it's really only meant to help you feel like that. Start 1 week, 2 week frame, and then once you get kind of on your square a little bit, they try to provide you with services, but they don't like force them on you. Like, oh, you can go see a therapist after you have aftercare. You have service up. You get like a crib or whatever, but it's like kind of like totally up to you, but you're telling somebody with mental issues to make a good decision on your own.
Yeah, that's the case.
It's hard.
It's like literally like you don't have like nobody. Well, some people have a support system. That's good. Like a lot of us really need the support system, but like some people that don't have a support system, it's just literally dumb. So you expect them to get out, go to these appointments, and then like what they getting out, how they go get there? They don't have no bus fare. They ain't got no money for Uber. They ain't got no phone. They ain't got no food. So you, like, and then like all the shit that's going on. It's like, okay, how y'all actually stepping out to help these people? It's like then it's like I just go ahead.
Also, yeah, it's hard because like you said, like you're trying to tell somebody who has already have the issue trying to get themselves together to make these appointments, to be on point, to go to these meetings, to get the help you need, go pick up your medication.
They basically that because they couldn't do it on their own.
Yeah, and like
So that's why they come to places like that, especially if you check yourself in.
They have caseworkers, but they only do so much for
Some
patients.
it's limited.
Like they might find like if they don't have anywhere to live,
Yeah.
but they're not going to continue to facilitate them, then they'll find like a group home or try to reach out to all your relatives, see if there's anywhere you can go to make sure that they don't just put you out on the street. But
You $1,000 pay them for different things.
I wouldn't even really call it help. It's more just like shelter.
It is.
It's that's what I'm saying. It's like shelter because like I was in a halfway home before I came. Like my step before I went to like saying fuck all this shit. Let me just go to work and get back on my feet. Like I was in a halfway home, and it's like literally like it's like old folks that's just retired and then got nowhere else to go, and then it's like the homeless motherfuckers over there, and then it's like the motherfuckers that's trying to stab themselves, cut themselves over there, and then it's just like me and like my little crew that I was hanging with that's just like really here to get life back in order. Like motherfuckers, like I was a part of all those committees in there, like the cause like at a certain token, they take your link card, everybody getting linked, they take your link card and swipe that bitch for like the whole building. Like it's like certain stuff is
They do take your
it's like they take your shit, they take your check.
For the whole bill?
Yeah, they take your check. They take your check and they give you an allowance out your check. And it's like but it's like they paying the light bill, they paying everything with all your shit. So like it's like
It's like jail.
yeah, it's like it's really and it's a way. The thing about it is like I'm saying, like the resources like the programs like that, like the shit like that. It's like, but then like they try. I guess it is like a few people that actually got a heart and they do reach out and try to make sure you becoming better than what you was yesterday. But then at the same token, it's like all this shit is money. And it's like motherfuckers just be sitting there like it's like motherfuckers like oh no, it's
How you feel right now?
I feel 100% cool. Like, yeah, I feel good. It's like, like at a certain token, like, cause I didn't even tell y'all like the deep shit, like the dark shit, like the shit I seen, like the shit I heard, like the shit I went through, like most of them songs that I wrote, like all this. I didn't dig into that, you know what I'm saying? But then it's like literally, like I'm at the place in my life where I can do that. So it's like I feel like I think it's easier to express myself now about like what I've been through because I've seen like a lot of kids going through the shit I'm going through and a lot of shit like I've been through, and it's like I feel like it's better to like express it, like be a voice or advocate for someone else that don't have that voice or like don't understand what's going on. Because then like literally, I was watching TV, and then like I'm at the hospital and I'm on the facilities, I'm watching TV, and then I'll actually hear like Gumball and them talking to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, oh, okay, what the fuck? Like, oh, okay. So it's like little shit like that. Like, of course, when you high, you smoking, you eat, or whatever. You might hear some shit, you might see some shit, or you might get into like if you did like shrooms before you tripping, you see like the different lights and all. I wasn't high, I wasn't doing that. Like it's literally all that shit was just happening. So it's like to actually be from 2016, 17 to now, it's like I'm 100% like grateful for God and like grateful for all the things that I've been through. Because honestly, like it was times like actually I was trying to hurt myself, try to do a lot of this crazy shit, and then I understand like the visions or like the premonitions and all the experiences that I've been through, I heard and saw. It's like it wasn't nobody but him and his people working with me. Like my mom was a prophet, and like everybody's like tell me stories about her and stuff like that. But then like it was times when I actually was with my mom. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know how like I ain't trying to sound crazy or like whatever, but it's like it was times like it was times like when I was really like literally talking to my mom, or like no, I never really had the words to say to her, but like it was times I was actually with my mother. And then it was like one time I was having an episode when I was driving from St. Louis to Edwardsville, and then like I clearly was talking to my grandmother in the car. My grandmother been there since 2012, so it's a lot of shit that's going on. It's like yeah, so yeah. At the bottom line, it's like everybody got their own personal experience when it comes to mental health, and like experiences and like episodes, or like people call it episodes, I call it experience. Like that's just my word to say it, because like a lot of people say episodes are something that's or not realistic, or like something that didn't happen that I made up myself, or like my brain actually made up itself, and like it was like something like nobody actually can understand or explain. But then it's like an experience is something that really truly happened, and I went through it. So it's like all this shit that happened, like I've been to heaven, I've been to hell, I've been to like different places, I saw like certain shit, and it's like literally like speaking to prophets, or speaking to apostles, and speaking to people that's actually in that light, or walk up in the spirit. They understand like the stuff that I was breaking down, and like I was showing them stuff and talking to them about certain things that they only knew because they've been through it themselves. So it's like a certain touch on, it's like certain touches, because like medical field, they actually looking for the paper, the scientific aspect or the answer for the situation. But then when it comes to the spiritual aspect or the spiritual realm, it's like, it's a different thing. There is no answer. Like there's no time in heaven, but then it's like literally we watching a stop clock right here. So it's like certain things you just got to understand. I don't know, certain things you just got to understand where to take it. And I don't know, it's different. It's like
certain things, where to take it and how to take it. Certain things on where and how to take it.
Yeah, certain things is like where and how to take it, because like I don't know, like for example, like everybody be blaming the devil for a lot of stuff, like everything that happened, like 9/11, all the devil was working, or like the war, and like I don't know, everything that. But then it's like at the same token, it's like
the devil always work.
Yeah, the devil always working, but he can't whoop God. Like can't nobody touch like, you know what I'm saying? It's like certain aspect of it.
1,000%.
It's like literally like when if you tell God you're not doing what he told you to do, he gonna show you why you supposed to do what he told you to do. But then everything bad that happens in your life is not the devil just trying to fuck up your life. It's like literally like I don't know how.
Sometimes it's our own choices.
Yeah, it's like God give you the choice of free will. So if you decide to do some crazy stuff, like you'll get consequences that come with that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I just feel like at the end of the day, mental health is real. A lot of people be just sweeping that shit under the rug, but then it's like a lot of people.
People don't talk about it.
Yeah.
It's not like a thing that people gravitate to just put on the forefront because nobody wants to talk about the skeletons in their closet just openly all the time. It could be touchy, but I mean, it is something I feel like people definitely ought to be more aware of because you be going through like a mental crisis and don't even know it, like you just said.
Yeah.
There's no explanation. Like people do it like on different levels too.
We'll do it right now.
Yeah,
You never know.
minor or major. Like some people just be going through it. You know?
Yeah.
I noticed especially when I was living out there in Champaign, that mine was there. I ain't really care too much for it though. I ain't really care too much for anything for real. So I wake up, drink. Yeah, I wake up, drink, go through the day drinking, go to sleep drinking, and it just be like, oh yeah, tonight I'm gonna do it over again.
Do it again.
Oh, you got to be at work, and I'd rather go open up a bottle. I'll go to work like that.
Yeah.
And then it was just like an excuse. Oh, it's a party today. We gotta go there. Just so I can. But that was a bad coping mechanism because it made I depended on that to make me feel numb or to get some feeling out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got to drink so I could feel something.
You know, though.
For a long time, that's what it was. And then when I had that accident 2 years ago, you asked my mama, I was just laying on the couch. I had to call her 5 o'clock in the morning. Come to me. I ain't okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. I feel like the thing that a lot of guys, well, a lot of people, I ain't gonna just say guys, but a lot of people don't understand. It's okay to not be okay, and it's okay to understand that you're not okay. But a lot of people be like, oh, I'm good. Oh, that's little shit. I'm good. And it's like that shit just keep piling up. And it's like, what the fuck you gonna do when?
I think it's
Yeah.
because in our community, it's like a stigmatism around it. They make you feel like if you come to them and you tell them you're struggling with something, they become the mental patient right in front of you. They like, what's wrong? How are you feeling? Maybe we need to take you to the hospital. Like you don't feel the concern. You feel like almost it's like preyed upon. Like, are you
burden
for these people or something? Because I'm sitting here and if I'm telling you I'm struggling mentally and they're not coming up with any solutions, they're just automatically ready to go with the stereotypes. Oh, you crazy. Oh, we need to take you to the hospital and make you feel like a freak. You know what I'm saying? But it's important that people do communicate and learn that you don't have to hold it in because you think it's something wrong with you because when you're in that situation, you think you're the only one going through it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially not being able to talk about it. Like, oh, that just put you in a different place. Like, oh, I can deal with it by myself. You know what?
Some people can't. Sometimes it gets to the point where, you know, like Jimmy was saying, he couldn't function.
Mm.
You know, I've had people in my family and struggle with things myself where you might, like you said, struggle to even, you terrified to go to the bathroom, scared to leave your room, scared to watch TV, don't want to hear the radio because you're hearing things that seems like nobody else is hearing or seeing things nobody else is seeing. And so you just sitting there rocking, trying to figure out what happened to my normal life. How did I go from normal to everything just turned upside down? Yeah. Reality is not what I thought it was. And it takes a lot of adjusting to that and learning how to recondition yourself to communicate with people and function on the earth. The earth is not prepared to counsel you.
Uh-huh.
They're prepared to reject people that struggle with that. It's a lot of brainwashing with that.
Yeah. Cause like certain stuff they be like, that's not normal. Like certain they be like, that's not
feel like, so it makes you want to hold it all in, don't tell anybody because you're afraid of people
I think it's our
judging you.
And we didn't talk about something. Right. We didn't sit down and talk about like how we felt all the time. Like if something was wrong, it was obvious, you know, we could talk about it, but you know, we didn't talk about like, how are you doing okay today? Like, you know, how's your mental? Nobody, even you don't use those words, we didn't really say that stuff, right? Nope. Kind of just said like, hey, yo, suck it up, go out there, do it again, you know.
Wow,
If
you go to
if
sleep.
you do something bad, grab a switch, grab a stick, get whooped.
So people think you have to go into an office to get therapy when there's so much free therapy online. You can diagnose yourself. You can type in your symptoms and try to pull up a diagnosis and then look up videos of, coping mechanisms and how to deal with whatever it is. But a lot of it is spiritual, and that's really the root of mental health issues is something, it's really demonic, to be honest, a lot of times. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just an awakening. But people call it, oh, you're going through a mental health crisis. When really you're just kind of like waking up to reality, seeing stuff for what it is. And then you have entities or things like that trying to toy with you as you're going through growing pains.
Yeah. So I understand
Yeah, I
what
think
you're
it's
saying.
rebooting.
Yeah. I
That's
have
what I would call it. Rebooting.
Well, I think to go off what you're saying, I understand what you're saying. It's like, cause like a lot of people think like hell is like a certain place or whatever, but then it's like actually like he takes over like your whole everything. It's like literally like he takes
It's
it.
both.
Yeah, it's like I could say we can say it's both, but then I just feel like honestly he takes over your mental, and it's like he tell you do something you don't want to do it, you still gonna end up doing it. Like it's like deja vu can be considered. Well, I would bring up deja vu, but like actually like deja vu is like something that you do every day, and it's like you're still doing the same thing every day, and you're doing it every day, all day, every day, and it's like you want to do something different, but you can't because you're stuck on this one thing. It's like an addiction. It's like literally certain things like
Groundhog Day, like repeating the same day.
yeah, like repeating the same thing over and over. And it's like that's just one experience that's like dealing with that type of spiritual like entity, because like motherfuckers don't understand. It's like a lot of niggas that be out here, a lot of guys that be out here having a lot of sex or whatever, like stuff like.
Accent when you said that.
I changed the accent.
The whole language.
Hey,
Speaking something else.
Code switching on y'all. Nah,
Hey, Drizzy.
I'm trying. Oh my goodness. Hey, I'll be talking to Af. You know what I'm saying? African American vernacular English. I'll be speaking in the and trying to figure out like what's going on.
I just think, when somebody's doing the same thing, it needs to be an environment change. That's what it is. It needs to be an environment change. Environment change can be hard as well. Like any change can be hard. But sometimes you just gotta
move. You gotta
do it.
Doing it's like because your feet.
Adversity is
Gotta
key.
cut people off too.
Adversity is key for sure.
All the time, yeah. People don't think about that. The people you keep around you, too.
Yeah.
It makes a world of a difference.
But I was
Smallest thing make the big difference.
what I was trying to say about the guys like the sex addicts or whatever.
Mhm.
It's like like succubus and incubus and stuff like that. Sex demons and stuff like. It's like really like real. Like it's like people would be thinking like, oh, that sex was good, I'm gonna call him again, or like, oh, her pussy good and like that. But it's like literally like that's what she's here for. Like that's what he's sucking your fucking energy. He giving you like some fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like, and y'all know when no condom or nothing, he coming inside you, girl. That's like literally like the seed of a demon. Like it's like literally like it's like it gets deep and deep and deep, and it's like I don't know how to explain that. It's like
Wait.
out, bro.
What?
You gotta look up like sex demons. Like it's like it's
It's like a
He kind of hit it on the head.
transmitted demon.
Right.
yeah, it's like
He kind of hit it on the head.
it's not just like literally like
He hit it on the head for sure. It's
Okay, so
that's real.
they promote promiscuity, right? So people think it's normal to sleep around and sleep with as many people as possible, but you're carrying now what they have in them. Now you're carrying that for the rest of your life.
Rest of your life.
So y'all think everybody you got sex with, you got a piece of them with you at all times?
For sure.
Unless
I know I do. I ain't gonna lie.
unless you believe in,
I'm gonna be honest.
getting deliverance and things like that, breaking soul ties and everything, it is possible to get set free from it. But it's just like divorcing.
You wouldn't like the person though.
It doesn't matter.
If you don't like that person and you still dibble and dabble, you dibble. Hey, when you dibble, you gotta look dabble.
you gotta look
For sure.
now that's real spill.
Nah,
That's
real spit.
It's like literally, it's like, bro, like everybody you have a sexual encounter with, like you got some type of, you don't know what type of shit they dealing with. They could have been in the middle of that circle with the candles and going through what worshiping whatever they worship. You just cracked her down. Now all that energy that she just did before she got to your house is in it with you. It's on you. It's like on your aura and it's in your crib. So that's why a lot of people be saging. A lot of people be like doing like cleansing or whatever and stuff. But it's like you just gotta have the Holy Ghost and like the Spirit on you, because like you know what I'm saying, certain shit can't touch you. Like we be sleeping, we don't know what the fuck going on while we sleep.
Question for you:
What's that, bro?
Are you promiscuous?
When I was in college, I was kind of like, actually, I was like in a relationship.
So bitch, you was a hoe.
And I had like, and I was
Right now.
no, right now, no, I ain't shit. But I'm a virgin. By the time, if you want to get to technicalities, like hell, no. Like I've been,
You was a hoe, man. Shut up.
Somebody you was
Bro, so when was your last time having sex?
honestly, like my last time having sex. What's today? My last time it's May, bro. My last time having sex is the 4th. May the 4th be with you.
The fourth
Today the 4th be with you.
No.
no, you wasn't saying today.
I wasn't saying to like, I ain't had sex in a minute, bro. I ain't even stunned it. Like,
What's a minute though? Like what's a minute?
what's today? May. So,
4th,
Today the fourth.
2024.
oh yeah, okay, yeah. I had some sex in 2024, but I ain't had no sex since like I ain't had sex. Like I say it's been like months, bro. Like literally, I ain't
Like 2 months.
nah. Like it's
A couple weeks.
2020, because 2024 was New Year's, like from like the 31st to like the New Year's Day situation. Of course, like New Year's, it was busting on New Year's, but then like it's like funny. No, I'm sure it was busting on New Year's. I can't even laugh. But then it's like no, like I ain't no fucking like I ain't been on that type of time, because then like I've been on school, I've been working, I've been doing
bro.
and it's like shorties like they be just tweaking like nah, like this one shorty at the club, shorty from the club. You remember?
Nah, I don't remember. You tell yourself.
No, I know. So no,
I can't say you, bro. So bad.
you're right. That's what I'm saying.
Nah, ain't no advice. You know, you got separate money.
No, on some real shit. Like for real, like to be completely honest, I ain't had sex in a minute. So it's like I just been chilling. Like
bro.
not even like with the Twitter shit going. You know, like the OnlyFans. And stuff, I don't even be trying to be on.
Man, I know about that.
No, so you don't be on Twitter.
Not really, nah. I don't do a lot of tweeting, no.
I don't do a lot of tweeting neither, but I be
See
seeing.
on Twitter like that.
Oh yeah, well Twitter is basically Pornhub now. So it's like basically like it's just.
I'm knowing,
Yeah.
but
But I don't be watching certain shit no more. I don't be on that type of time. I just be chilling. Like literally, if I wanna smash, I call Shorty, be like, hey, what you?
So you be on that type of time then?
Yeah. But it's like I'm a level boy at the end of the day. But it's like it's just this one Shorty that I know that I can call, and we on the same type of time with each other.
Let me see.
Okay.
We on the same.
What that is?
Oh, I don't even know. But we on the same type of time with each other. But like, nah, like I'm just chilling right now.
Oh, they getting wild.
That goddamn 4K. Hey, but what was that other thing we talking about, like having people around you and stuff, like to change your environment?
Oh no, he wild.
Oh yeah, he wild. Hey, so that post you had,
like you used to do.
that post you had shown me earlier and shit. So remember we talking about like, say like if your homeboys don't come check up on you, like is that like means to cut somebody else? Say like something happened, like an accident or
Me personally, I wouldn't cut off.
Yeah.
I wouldn't cut off my homie just because they ain't check up on me. We done been through it. All us done been through some shit. Like I said when we was talking about the mental health, how I was in an accident 2 years ago. Well, on the Burlington Trailway bus, smacked 2 semi trucks. Everybody ain't hit me up. Like, you good? 2 years before that, driving the Champagne down Green Street. Too fast. Car smacked me. Everybody seen the car total. They check them on, I'm limping all around campus. But everybody ain't, yeah, bro, I was just calling to see you, all right? When we see each other, we know what it is. We homies at the end of the day. I ain't gonna block you because you ain't check up on me. Like, what? That's soft.
you cutting people off?
Nah, I don't really cut people off. I let them cut themselves.
Well, I guess what it means to cut somebody off, man. Like outside of like just straight up like you bogus type shit. Like, what's like a means of like you're doing nothing for me being
If I'm like back surgery and all right, I'm a back surgeon. I'm still in the hospital or whatever. The whole time you ain't checking on me, but you checking on her.
I guess you
You
could say that.
feel what I?
okay, something happened. So like,
Yeah, you try to do some backdoor stuff.
what about you?
Oh, I kind of agree with him, to be honest. I feel like those are the times you find out who your real friends are. It's usually when you're in a position of vulnerability and you're going through something and all of a sudden nobody's there, but they there when you up. They there when your wallet good, you know, you looking good, you doing everything that they feel is right. But as soon as if you hit a rock bottom place in any way, then they disappear.
What is beneficial?
Then it's like, what's the point? I thought y'all was my friend. The friend's supposed to be there through ups and downs. There's no way he in the hospital for that period of time and nobody checked on him. I don't blame him.
What about you, Jimmy?
How long was he in the hospital?
Couple months because it was back surgery.
So that's a couple months.
Couple months.
Couple months. Nobody talked to him.
Nah, I'm cutting you off too.
Yeah, that's kind of different because
it's different.
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah,
that's a that's kind of like a friends, homies, and people you call like your brother,
associates for sure.
So
because I don't talk to everybody every day. Sometimes I only talk to my own cousins a couple weeks. To be honest, I don't talk to them couple 2-3 weeks, and then if I talk to them, something happen, I'd be like, damn.
I think that's different.
I'd be like, damn, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to,
Oh, he good.
I think it's the fact that he was actually going through something. You know what I'm saying? That could have been a life-changing situation.
Nah, for sure.
Back surgery, like that's
Probably could have died. I don't know.
that's
Could have passed away for sure.
But as a dude, you're supposed to be like, all right, I feel this way. I'm gonna let my homie know.
Yeah, like tell him
Back surgery, y'all ain't check up on me. You feel me?
like what's up?
Good.
Yeah, like tell me what's up because
he seen what he needed to see.
They probably got their own stuff.
Exactly.
But they didn't have their own stuff going on when he was out.
But that's the thing, you would never know.
They kept hitting him up
I
for the
bet.
club,
What if he
hitting him
wasn't
up to
asked?
drink, hitting him up to do silly
Went
stuff.
through some. What if they went through some? Well, he wasn't.
They could have been vice versa.
Then they
So
had
he
the
put
right
him in
to
the
do
same
something.
predicament. No, they neither one of them right. But at the same time, I'm not gonna block you for not checking.
not-
I mean,
I'm grown. I'm not finna block you.
It
for not
depends
checking
on how close y'all are, though. Like, are these sometime homies? Are these your everyday boys?
true.
One.
I don't even talk to
I don't
my
think-
everyday nigga. I ain't.
All right.
But if you heard one of them got shot, you're not gonna call and make sure he's straight.
I'm going straight there, straight to the hospital for sure. I'm going straight there.
Just different perspectives.
Yeah.
No, it was different.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, if I get shot and nobody called me, like, and you know I got shot, yeah, we
If you know I got shot and you'll hit me, what's
we
the?
wouldn't block you, but we not gonna be the same.
I'm gonna ask you a couple questions and determining on your answers. That's gonna tell me everything I need to know. I'm definitely gonna question you, like, so, like, is you cool? Or like what's going on?
Hey, like y'all said, you see who's your real friends and you in your vulnerable state, while I'm facing life or death or even just being traumatic, like I'm just going through it. You can't check on me. Even I'm like, I ain't say you gotta check on me on a regular, but when we ain't talking in a while, we supposed to be cool. And you just hit me up and see what I'm doing in my life. I mean, are we really friends?
That's kind of like going back to the mental health thing when you say you were in the facilities, how many people were calling and check on you to make sure you were okay, keeping up with wherever you were at. Now, if they wouldn't have, like I said, I've been in situations like that where you feel like, dang, I thought this was my friend. I thought this was my people. Like, we go back. We was like this. And you see a whole nother side of them.
Yeah. Honestly, like, y'all be stressing.
Yeah.
I be really tired. I be sleep. I stress a little bit.
I don't really be
Like
thinking
that.
like that. I be woke.
It's like,
To be honest,
that's the thing. It's like when you stress, it's because, I learned in therapy, it's like when you stressing, it's like what you're stressing about actually, like remove the stress. You know what I'm saying? Figure out like what's the actual problem behind you stressing. Like, I don't stressing because this water too cool. Okay, so I'm gonna sit it out or put it in the microwave. You know what I'm saying? Like, find a solution behind the stress. Don't just let it be building up as stress, because the stress can kill you faster than a bullet can. So it's like I feel like with the heart attacks, with the high cholesterol, with the strokes, like with your brain, all this stuff, your blood pressure, all that shit, it's like that can tie into stress. And it's like for no reason, like, yeah, you can have a heart attack, you have an asthma attack, you have a panic attack, all this shit can be connected to stress for no reason. So yeah, I'll be stressing sometimes, but it's like at the same token, it's like I have to think about my future and my goals, like what I'm trying to do with them myself. So it's like I can't be stressing about little shit that ain't.
how do you know if you're stressing? Sorry, cut you off. But
No, go ahead.
how do you know if you stressing?
Like for
What would you do?
like example of me stressing. Example of me stressing is like basically like I get anxious about something. Like as my heart rate start going up, or like I start thinking real fast, or like I start like overthinking really, or like bring up two different scenarios that ain't got shit to do with each other or something like that. Like it just be like off the wall. So like for instance, like paying for school. Like I was stressing about paying for school, and then like, I had to go through like this scholarship. My job was supposed to actually pay for it, but since I'm in a master's program, they not paying for it no more. So like they told me that a month before school started, So I had to actually go through trying to do financial aid. So I was stressing to get money for school, but then at the same token, there's no need to stress because like, fuck it, I just get a student loan and don't pay that shit back. But yeah, but no, it's like literally, it's just like,
That's the way.
it's like, no, but it's like at the same token, it's scholarships. There's other ways to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, but an example of stressing is basically for me, it's like talking real fast, thinking real fast, overthinking, not actually paying attention to detail, like actually missing the plot on certain stuff, like just over stimulating myself. That's like my situation of stress. It's like a lot of anxiety just goes on in that time. You might get to breathing fast. You might get to sweating. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might get to just being pissed off. So you might be just pissed. You might be mad as fuck just because you mad as fuck and then don't understand that you're stressing about something. Like you at work pissed off about some shit that happened at home, but you stressing because like how the fuck you finna handle that shit when you get home? Like, I don't know, it's a lot of, everybody different though. Everybody got their own like symptoms or signs of like stress. But like a lot of people like they got kidney problems because they be stressing. Or like COPD can, like, your sleep apnea can be caused by stress. It's like a lot of stuff that can happen from stress. So like, yeah, sweating, like,
Feel a lot of signs. Yeah.
but like I was gonna tell you something about what you said about the homie. Like I just feel like well Child was talking about the homie. It's like, cause me and my bro like had words before, like we actually like had tussle with them boxing and shit. It was like at the end of the day, it's like, is this your bro or is this just some nigga on the street, like some random nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? If I see him getting jumped on, of course I'm gonna jump in it. Or like if I see him getting robbed, of course I'm gonna like, I'm gonna be there for this man. So I just feel like that's how you know who your real homie, who ain't your real homie. Like motherfuckers be sneak this and all, motherfuckers be doing a little sneak, like pillow talking to bitches to like, but like no, like your real homie, your brother, they none of that finna fly. Like at the end of the day, like no matter what the situation is, y'all gonna be back. So it's like, it just be like a real grown man conversation. Like he blocking them, it's kind of crazy because like if you really fucked with them, you should actually express how you feel to them. And it's like, that's another reason we're talking about. Like growing up, we don't understand how to express ourselves. But if that's your brother, your real homie, y'all should be able to have a conversation, a grown ass conversation. You should be able to tell him, hey bro, I feel like that was fucked up. I was just down there, like after my back surgery, and nobody showed up for me. Like, what's going on? When, like you said, you go talk to them and how they respond, that's gonna give you your answer. Motherfuckers be like, oh bro, my bad, like this was going on, like my baby mama was sick, my mama got cancer, something, like whatever the fuck going on. Oh, okay, I understand, but you could have just communicated with me, like, you know what I'm saying? Let's just build that communication up. Let's build that trust up. Cool. But then motherfuckers tell you, oh well, fuck you, like I don't give a fuck about your surgery, like what you calling me for? Like, what? Then you understand that's not your real homie. That's not your brother.
I'm petty. I'm not even gonna ask you what happened. I'm just gonna cut you off.
But
I never blocked you. Like blocking a grown man is kind of crazy, but
You just know
that's what you do.
now, like,
For sure.
Yeah, it's like, but that's the thing. I'm not finna be like, if I don't fuck with you, I'm not finna fuck with you. I'm not finna say, oh, when he come around, this how I'm finna move or operate when he died. No, like, shorty, like, if I don't fuck with you, and then you finna be, why are you even coming to the situation I'm coming in? Or like, motherfucker, why are you here, nigga? Like, get the fuck on. So like, I don't know. It's like, that's just me personally. It's like, if I don't fuck with you, yeah, I can be cordial or whatever, cool. But now, like, if you're supposed to be my boy, then now, like, we need to have a conversation. They're like, what the fuck, what's going on? If I don't know. I want to say closure or like understand this or not. Fact that like
Both of those.
it's just the fact, right? If we're not gonna be cool, let's understand we're not gonna be cool. Let's put that out there. But then like, cause then motherfuckers like, damn, what happened to Jimmy? Like you was with him. Oh yeah, that fucking nigga did this. Now you sneak this and you doing all this shit behind my back, and then I see you. It's like, oh, what's up, bro? No, that's when all that snake shit, all that backdoor shit start happening. No, like motherfuckers need to be grown. Motherfuckers and have a conversation. Put that shit on the table. Say, okay, I'm not fucking with you because this what you did. Okay, well I'm not fucking with you because this what you did. I bet. Wash your hands and it's over. Like blocking motherfuckers. You can watch my story. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm just not finna be on your shit. I'm not finna be fucking with you. But it's like cutting people off. It's like you have to actually understand. My bad. You got to actually understand, like, if it's not bringing you peace or it's not like a part of your plan for what you got going on with your life, then cool, cut that nigga off. Fuck that nigga. But it's like, at the same token, if that's your boy, y'all need to fix that shit. That's how I feel about that.
That'd be my whole thing about it. Cause I can't, especially when they been through shit.
Yeah.
Are you feel me? So just be like, yeah, bro, get up with me. I'm finna tell you, like, why y'all wasn't there?
Yeah, let me talk.
I needed y'all for real.
Let me talk to you right quick.
All right, let me know what y'all got going on then. I ain't gonna make it all about me. What y'all got going on?
Exactly.
All right, boom. I don't even care what it is. It could be a small thing, but dog, that
Yeah, it's a two-way street.
something.
For sure.
Yeah, I guess you do need
It
that.
gotta be something for you not to be there.
Yeah. But I feel like if we in that situation, oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I think you kind of need to just follow the sign. Like sometimes we get feelings about people or they keep showing us one thing, but we want to keep believing, no, this my boy back in the day. We was cool. Like we played basketball together. We was on the game together. We used to go to parties, get girls together. But yeah, he did do that one time and then he did it again. Then he did it again. I keep on you give people the benefit of the doubt. And then you keep letting them back around and keep giving you all these signs that's showing you who they really are. So some people are different. Some people are empathic. They give you a million chances because they think, oh, people mess up, they make mistakes. Some people are just to the point. I've been there. I've been at both points where it's like, bye. I don't care if we've been friends for 10 years. They show me how they really feel. I'm not wasting my time and I'm not looking back.
We got a couple of them.
I feel you.
Then I had somebody I had to come right.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I thought we was, what you doing saying this, and this about me. And all of it is lies, ruining my reputation. And then you think we cool? No, we not cool.
That'd be my thing.
That's crazy.
I don't care what other people think.
It don't really matter, man.
Believe.
Say what you
Please believe. Anytime I'm ain't shit, selfish, all that, believe them. Don't come around me.
You know what? I understand.
Because when you come around,
like,
you're going to see it's the opposite.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're going to believe him, if you're going to listen to it, go ahead, please do. By all means. I'm not begging you to be in my life. I don't care. I'm good with the people in my life. I don't care.
That's the thing.
I just ain't going to block you. But
That's the thing for sure.
go ahead. See, watch me prosper.
Don't do too much, he said.
Please watch me.
Come figure it out yourself.
I'm not worried about that. I ain't never cared. Somebody said, well, believe it.
I'm like, okay.
He really
Okay.
That Waka Flocka man when he be like, oh, okay.
When people say it to me, I always be like, yeah, that's what happened.
That's exactly what he said. That's exactly what happened.
You
I just want to be cool like y'all. I mean, I'm like,
What depends?
That's what I flow and I kicked him in the head. That's exactly what
That's exactly what I did. So what you gotta say?
So y'all like and I reached my hand out to pick him up, but he said I kicked him.
see, I think me and Jimmy are more like, you have people that actually absorb, energy and absorb people's like intentions, like because of having the empathy. So when you have empathy, you can absorb people's like, you know everything. It's not psychic abilities, but it's close to it.
Yeah, you feel
Because like you kind of know their intentions and everything, and when you really love deeply, it hurts. Some people don't. They could easily just turn a blind eye like it never happened. But other people are different, so they carry it. Sometimes they carry it their whole life, and they never get the help they need. They never get the therapy they need. They never get the proper treatment or the right people around them to help them get through it so they can grow. So
I need the therapy for sure, but I think I'm so with outside people. When I say outside people, it's people that's not like I don't really care too
like
much about their opinions.
social media and bullshit like that.
Yeah, I don't really care too much.
Associates.
And they words, it don't mean
Mattering like
that.
that.
I'm closed off for it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm numb to all their situations, everything they say. I'm numb to it. I really don't care. But certain people that's like in my life right now, like if you say something hurtful to me, that's gonna sit with me.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
But if the lady downstairs say something to me, oh, you boo.
Okay.
Get no fuck about your opinion.
No, okay. And you be smooth.
No, that is true.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
For sure.
It's just
I'm so big on that. I used to be bad though. I'd be like, you send me a whole paragraph, whole book. I'd be like, okay.
I'm not even reading it. I ain't gonna lie.
But I let people know this in advance. Do not send me no book because I'm not gonna read it.
Man, I promise.
I'm gonna say okay.
I be saying that all the time.
Only time I just
about a chapter.
yeah, a chapter.
Chapter?
No, it's too long.
Just call me.
You gotta minimize it.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't even like texting anyway.
You see I download the auto book app. I'm not sending the free
Go.
book.
So they gotta send you a voice message.
Yeah. Nah, don't send that.
And it better not be. I'd be cool with that, but you better not be yelling.
man, if you yelling, it's over.
I'm gonna be honest. I ain't cool with that.
Beats.
You talking about just like all we yell at you?
Yeah,
Not like anybody.
Anybody. It could be my mama. Don't yell at me.
Please don't yell.
Oh yeah.
Use your inside voice.
Because I'm gonna yell back.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't with my mama. She saw yelling at me, but all right, man, I'll talk to you later.
I don't even say that. I be hanging up.
My
She be mad, but I
call everybody else.
Would drive
She will call you.
Iowa to Illinois.
I'm the man. Let me hang up on my mama. She calling everybody that's around and just letting them know that she on the way, so move.
I be hanging.
Beat your
Hey, look, this how I did one time. My mama was yelling at me on the phone. I was so pissed. I hung up. She called. I answered. Why you hanging on me? Cause I was mad, and hung up again. Like
that's disrespectful.
Brave.
no, like she was really pissed me off. That
He's still alive.
I've done that
Right.
before too. I've done that
here.
too. That
I didn't mean to disrespect, but I'm just like,
Yeah.
really like pissed off
In the moment, I gotta call you back.
Yeah, that her belt reach from Iowa to Chicago. So I wouldn't even dare.
Sometimes you just gotta disagree. Sometimes you just gotta accept that y'all don't agree and
Move on.
move on with it. Yelling, debating. Once you get past 3 minutes and y'all don't agree and you see it's no, then what's the point? 30 minutes to 3 minutes.
3 minutes too long.
Next thing you know, you fighting for 3 days. They go on to 3.
You say anything wrong.
I thought it was over for 3 days.
Sometimes you just gotta just nip it in the bud.
For sure.
Instead of like we were talking about reducing stress.
The person I'll fight with like that for 3 days would only be you. Anybody else, I don't care about anybody else. You got like a good 4 minutes.
I mean, yeah, your significant other, yes, I will argue with you, yes, but
Every day, to be honest.
Yeah, until we get it right.
I'm not even arguing with my boss. I walked up with my boss and said, she
Hey y'all, I don't know why he's lying.
We'll argue for days until we get it right.
No, I'll argue for days until I get it right, and then we be back.
I yell for a good.
Oh,
You got to add everything together because I do get quiet. I'll just sit there. She'll be talking. I'll be like,
So y'all argue in
Stonewalling.
section.
That's called stonewalling.
Y'all do it in section.
but that's a defense mechanism or a coping mechanism. So like everybody got their own like coping mechanism or like
But you have to. That I feel like it's a point where you have to grow and mature
Yeah.
emotionally, where
Yeah.
you can communicate through those. Because if that person is irate, maybe instead of looking at their temperament, you should actually listen to what they're trying to communicate.
yeah.
I feel like I'm more patient now than I used to.
Man, say
I
that
get
again.
quiet and I'll be like,
Say that again.
just give me a minute to get my head together. I'm angry still. Just leave me alone for a minute.
You gotta take time to actually decipher what she said or what they said. Can't just
Take a
be
little walk.
you can't just listen to respond. You gotta listen to like understand and like you know what I'm saying.
Because at the moment, especially if
Yeah.
she's yelling, I'm not hearing the words. I'm hearing the
Value.
yeah. So I'll be like, okay. I'm gonna go take a walk.
I could be saying something like, "We have $5 million in the bank," but because of my tone and how I'm saying it, he not even hearing
Clicking my
news.
head. Yeah, it's clicking my head like
Hearing my tone. But I bet you'll hear me then.
it'll click in my head like the fin.
Let me say it real mad.
That switch pops.
said defend.
Sometimes how you say it. No, sometimes how you say it.
Some
Shut up.
So I've learned how
I
to
don't know what you meant by that.
just talk
You know what I mean?
and just try.
Find
That's
people.
good.
And if we don't agree, then
That's good.
Try to
That's actually key. That's key to a relationship.
leave it alone. Give him time to meditate on it, because sometimes as women, we always think we the victim.
Yes.
That's
In every situation, and I can vouch for that, we always think we're the victim. So we don't, while we want to be heard, we not listening to y'all either.
Hey, hold on. Hey, can you turn on mic up? She really.
He say turn that all the way.
So I had to realize that, I have to listen as well. And I have to put myself in his shoes. And I have to also think of how I'm coming off to him. Do I want somebody talking to me like I'm talking to him? I feel like a lot of times us women, we've been almost trained to be disrespectful and think that it's going to make people respect
Y'all
us.
have.
If we learn how to argue you down and make all these points and break down your manhood, that it's going to make us more like, dominant. And it comes in with that whole women rule the world when we don't.
That's actually
It's
the
a-
reverse. That's the reverse of how it works.
But then me listening to my husband and learning that men, they communicate differently. Y'all don't like all of that screaming, yelling in y'all face. But you have to understand, this is what the media, music, TV, movies portray, is that men like these aggressive, strong women that's overly opinionated, could shut them down. And they like, oh yeah, I like that. But men really don't like that. It's emasculating.
We like stillness, quietness,
Simply.
patience, simplicity for sure. Simplicity.
Peace. You can be
Exactly.
So
Simple. Simple.
let's just sit right here in the bed or on the couch, watch a movie. I don't need to go to no rooftop bar to go eat
We don't need to be
crab
sad.
legs and
I cook.
fish eggs and all
I
that.
cook at home right now.
Fish egg.
I just cooked yesterday.
I cook right now. But you would have moved.
This is nasty.
I couldn't think of the word at the moment, so I
As
just
I said, you said it's like what you cook. Fish egg.
no, I ain't cooked no fish eggs. Just
What, caviar?
I ain't never ate it.
no
Shit, I have on the boat.
on Christmas, but I ain't never.
I like it's not a
It's not it. I like
I don't like the
calamari.
way it look anyway. So it look like them little bees that you put up.
Shad black boba.
yeah, that's like what it look like. It's not that pleasing.
I ain't never had an oyster. I don't like it.
I don't like oysters, clams, I don't like none
It
of
just
it.
look like you sipping off a rock.
Yeah, that's literally what it is. Like you taking a shot on a rock.
Sipping off a rock, Ciroc. Oh, what if he got that from
Or on the
That
rock.
would be
Or on the rock.
sipping? Yeah, that'd be a good commercial. Man, that's push. But yeah, I like what you were saying about the music aspect of like the shit that we listen to is like actually connecting to like our mental, or like connecting to how we communicate and stuff. It's like well, all these disses and shit going on where it's like I don't know, it's kind of
You gotta block that out.
To me, it's just propaganda.
Yeah, that's all. What is that?
the disses.
Yeah, they all look
It's
like they're all in the same industry. They all like, okay, let's do another distraction.
publicity stuff.
All right, now we beefing. Now we gotta, you know you my boy, but we beefing right now for the clout. And while they been bombing in Israel,
Right, and it's
things going
famine
on around the
everywhere.
world. I mean, it is
Like,
crazy. stuff.
Real situations.
Look up world news, look up world events, and you'll see why these celebrities are doing so much distracting. They're like, okay, let's get your eyes on what's not important. Look, Drake and Soldier Boy or whoever. I mean, so that's not.
Nah, it's just yeah.
But what I'm saying is,
Sure.
it's irrelevant, it's redundant, and even myself, I've been finding myself like steering away from reality TV, steering away from the gossip, the drama, what's going on with, because it's just they live.
It don't
life.
matter.
They live in their life.
It doesn't matter.
And we playing catch up. Nah, I'm living my life. I'm satisfied right now. I don't gotta play catch up with them. I don't need to know what they got going on. I got things going on myself. I'm on my own path. It's like people been taught to vicariously live through these people unknowingly. So you like fantasizing about their life instead of building your own life or trying to, produce a great future for yourself and for your own descendants and things like that. So I just feel like it's just a lot of propaganda, a lot of distractions, a lot of baiting. They bait people in with the drama and whip you right in.
With the big fish,
And then while they getting away with mass destruction.
mass destruction.
That's funny, show because like she said, they getting away with mass destruction. It's like because like one thing that I keep pointing out is like literally everybody talking about Drake having a secret daughter or something, but like everybody been talking about this man being a pedophile and kissing on like kids and whatever the fuck he do on his bad time.
I don't know nothing about
It's
that.
like Kendrick, Kendrick actually said it in his song or whatever, and then everybody basically stuck on the part that he said, "Now you don't take care of your 11-year-old daughter," but did nobody say nothing about the part when he said Drake was like a pedophile? So I just feel like it's like I don't know, it's like they doing their own little shit, they doing their own little dirt, and then like they telling us, but it's like at the same token, why the fuck? My question is like, why did you wait till you beefing with the person to like? Yeah, I feel like it's like literally like when P Diddy, all the Diddy shit.
Homies do with the homies. They'll wait till you beefing, and then they'll.
That's the thing. It's like with the Diddy shit. Like a lot of people claim that he been doing this since the 90s. He been doing this. He been all this. Like y'all wait till like he get the FBI or like the national security or whoever the fuck came and raided his crib for everybody to come out with their Diddy story. It's like y'all was just at the parties the other day, but now everything hit the fan.
One person that's been talking about it, 50 don't let nothing.
50.
Don't let him nothing.
Damn.
He been said it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just a
I
little.
mean, but a lot of stuff been out there. It's just what the media choose to put on the forefront.
Exactly.
Like the
Been out there. That stuff.
like the Drake.
That's not new, to be honest.
It's like, why is this so important to everybody?
And it ain't.
It's
Irrelevant.
It's not
Hearsay.
important.
If it is true, then they need to take the proper legal action against him and everything like that. But
Exactly.
it's just like, okay, what about Buddy down the street? That's
Right,
weird.
buddy down the
You know what I'm
street,
saying?
especially in your neighborhood. That's
But
It's entertainment, though. That's
but
all.
I feel like in our society that they create the criminal to look like the good guy
Hero.
and the good guy to look like the bad guy. So it's a lot of pointing of the finger without any without any evidence. It's just a lot of rumors, gossip. And so you could say, I could tell you right now, I could see Buddy right there. I heard they found 3 bodies in his basement and he got away with it. If you don't know this person, you gonna believe me. You gonna be like, dang, for real? Like, he do look weird. Like, you see how he be looking? You see how he keep looking over here? This is what they do. They do that to innocent people to get your eyes on that innocent target and take your eyes off the actual bad guy. While the bad guys out here getting away with human trafficking and you name it.
Nah,
They going crazy with it right now. And so it's like everything is backwards. Like the good are being portrayed as bad and the bad are being portrayed as good. But people so caught up in a celebrity job and nobody's paying attention. Yeah. So therefore the innocent are dying, being thrown into jail, and the bad guys are out here running it.
That's the thing. I feel like, to like one big ass example of like bad versus good, and like the bad getting like a pat on the back while the good getting the fucked over, is like the Black Panther Party and like the KKK. Like literally, like if the Black Panthers, majority of them got killed. They shot up this man while he's sleeping with his pregnant wife. They fucking shot this man, and they got this person in jail for life. They got her exiled to Cuba. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then like the Klan can actually have a fucking rally or like a peace protest in front of the fucking Capitol, or like have a fucking conversation in front of the motherfucker. Like the Nazis going around marching down, but then here go Black Lives Matter. Y'all coming out with the tear gas, the bullets, all the shit going on. It's just like it's like literally like they pick and choose the conversation that they want to have, and they pick and choose the certain situations that they want to show us, and that's kind of fucked up. But it's like, yeah,
looting though.
It's like,
They've been
looting what?
Black Lives, like the whole movement. They've been looting.
Okay, so that wasn't. Okay,
it was dumbasses with that shit.
No, it was, yeah, but that's
Fell into the crowd.
So, okay, my question here is, like, you said they've been looting. Okay, cool. So you trying to tell me that Walgreens, stealing peppers and shit from Walgreens or whatever the fuck they were stealing from is more important than a group of white motherfuckers with sheets on coming and taking you out your crib and chasing you down, shooting you and killing you?
I never said that.
I was no. So you said Jaye be looting. So
I'm not saying that. But hear me out.
Hear me out.
I've when I lived in Atlanta, I was a part of the loot. Like, I was a part of the destruction in the streets when Ahmaud died. I was a part of that. I was in there taking pictures, forefront, throwing tear gas and everything. I realized what I was doing, it was wrong.
No.
It was wrong.
So it's like it's how you feel about the situation. Cool. It's like, I ain't trying to take that from you. I apologize for saying that.
That's what it is. It's not about how I feel. That's what it is. It was wrong. I was in the streets riding for no reason. It was wrong.
It wasn't for no reason. They killed this man.
Okay, but you got to understand, we kill ourselves every single day.
And we have to speak up and act on that as well.
But we don't. That's the thing. So it's wrong for me to go and destroy something when they killed this man, for sure. They killed him. Not saying, I'm not justifying anything, but what I am saying is, if we're not taking out for ourselves, why would I just go like do that?
And that's the thing. So like, I feel like, okay, I see what you're saying, and I feel like that if you want to, you can stand up and start speaking on certain aspects and certain situations that goes on, not just that one situation. Mm-hmm. So if you feel like that you want to make a difference on certain things, you can actually step up and make a difference. So like with me, like when I was in St. Louis for when Mike Brown died, when all that stuff going on, when Ferguson got sent the fuck up, like I was over there, and like I was over there, and like we was taking pictures. We was actually trying to help people that's getting the tear gas and all the shit going on. Cool, but then at the same token, motherfucker was telling me like, you go to jail for certain stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna be backlash on you in the future. Like your future might get fucked up because they go find out you was out there riding and all that, whatever. Cool, but at the same token, like when Pookie and them kill each other down the street on the corner, you can still actually speak up and actually act on that as well. You don't have to just speak up when a white person kill a black person, or like when like it's like that, or like
I was gonna ask you the same thing. So like, do you do that?
Yeah, like literally, like you can go check my Twitter. You can check. Like I'll be pissed off about all this shit. Like even like I ain't trying to do no Blue Lives Matter like the cops situation, but like my cousin, okay, that's true. That's a true statement. But then I don't like the sentiment of where it was created, because like it only became a thing because Black Lives Matter started saying Black Lives Matter. Then somebody tried to kind of argue that we're saying all lives matter. So, but technically, yes, we all are human beings. We all are children of God. So yes, all lives do matter. But no, like the sentiment of why it was, the context of why that phrase or like that the situation was created was to tell us to shut the fuck up about us complaining about getting killed by the white man. But yes, I do believe that our lives do matter. But yes, like my cousin's best friend, Ariana Preston, just got killed like last year or whatever, and she was a cop, and like literally everybody be like, fuck cops, fuck cops, fuck cops. But it's like literally like she was going home from work, she wasn't minding her fucking business doing what she's supposed to do, and it's like they killed them, and it's like I feel like that's just fucked up, and it's like I spoke out about that, I really said something about that. That's fucked up. Or like I said, like Mike Brown, he was stealing switches or whatever the fuck he was doing, got into it with the cop, cool, shot his ass. That's fucked up. The cop shot him, he killed him, he needs to deal with, he needs to handle that shit. Give his badge, take his gun, send that nigga to jail. But then he got off. Not even the fucking trial, the grand jury said, no, we're not going to indict him, whatever. He got off scot-free. Motherfucking Trayvon Martin guy. Like, motherfucker, it's certain shit. And then it's like, but you're going to talk about it because now we talk about Blair Hope got shot on the bus. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers, they killed Tyson Ali. They put that little boy in the fucking garbage can. I got a whole wardrobe, protest wardrobe, I guess you can say, like, from shout out Kayshawn Canvas. He basically painted a whole lot of shit for me. Like, but honestly, it's like you do what you can. Like, if you don't feel like you can go to the protest, or you feel like you can't do something, donate. Or you feel like you can go help them with the food or whatever, you go help them with healthcare services or whatever. Like, but it's like I'm not gonna speak down on motherfuckers tearing shit up because like at the same token we built this shit.
But you don't think sometimes that could be like the wrong approach? Like when they did the looting in Chicago, 2020, they tore up some of the black neighborhoods and like
That's what
we have to fix that. Like that's not doing no benefit to us against what happened to George in Minnesota.
Yeah, it was George Floyd. Yeah,
it's not beneficial whatsoever in no way.
Yeah.
Even if we march every single day, I'm telling you, that's not gonna benefit nothing. The only way that the world is gonna change if we change ourselves, if we come together and we realize that everything starts from home. Everything starts from home. If we work together and everybody at least starts to show that we're on one accord, the world is going to be a better place. But if we don't, and there's all this division and we worry about celebrities and things that don't matter, it'll never be right.
All right.
I agree with everything you just said. I feel like we all do need to come together, like white, black, police, Asian, all this shit. We all need to come together. And one thing that I feel that's like belittles my mind, I guess you could say, or makes me dumbfounded. It's like when people of color really don't come together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you talk to a Dominican, they be like, oh, no, I'm not black, I'm Dominican. Or like you talk to like a Mexican, or like you talk to an Asian, or like certain, like, at the end of the token, what I'm starting to realize, like even like in the healthcare fields, like everybody, it's literally everybody against the black person. Somehow, some way, it's like the black person's gonna be at the end of the fucking stick. Like the black mothers, they die at a higher rate than all the rest of the mothers. It's like certain shit that's going on. It's like, why? And it's like, yes, we all have to come together, but who gonna actually help us come together? And then like you sound like the looting really is not. It's like, huh?
It starts in our community.
Yeah, so like we as a community have to come together and like push it. But then it's like when we push it outside of the community to make sure that we all stand together, who the fuck is the person to tell us that we can't do that? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, me and you, we can come together and collab on something. Then we go get Eli, and then we go get help, and then we go get her. We coming together, cool. So we built our own shit just like the Black Panthers did, you know what I'm saying? And then so when we get to the magnitude of like making change and doing shit different, like creating a WIC or like creating a patient's bill of rights in the hospitals, then the government or whoever the fuck don't agree with what we doing, they gonna say, oh no, fuck that, we gotta dismantle that. So like at the process, like even like Black Wall Street, Tulsa, it's like we had our own shit. We like, it's certain shit that we did, and they basically snatched it from us. So it's like I just feel like y'all saying like destruction and like looting and like rioting or whatever the fuck don't make no change or whatever. But it's like at the end of the day, all the shit that we built this country on really was that.
I think rioting in our own communities is that open though. When we tell about our own shit, basically what I'm saying, like when you just go through our own neighborhood and we're just breaking in mom and pop stores that someone put up a black person to, it's like y'all not benefiting our community doing that. That part, I'm not against like protesting. Protesting be cool. It's worth it sometimes, but I do agree. Like sometimes tearing up our own shit doesn't really help us.
I mean, but look at what the media is portraying, and the music and everything that has to do with the black community is to destroy it.
Trauma.
It's to destroy
We
it.
sell trauma on everything. Movies, TV,
So little
phone
children,
cases.
So little children are being what?
program.
Molded into that.
Yeah, because matter of fact, It was just a few weeks ago. Somebody, a dude got shot by some cops on the west side of Chicago.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
They didn't. I don't think they rioted after that, but they was prepared.
Yeah, they was around. They was around, but
Yeah, that's prepared for it.
yeah, they didn't riot, but it was a lot of people around.
Yeah, they all in the street. They blocked it off for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember that. So it's like, yeah, you're right. It is trauma that we do sell to ourselves, and we do have to start our own community.
And live by it. It's no getting through. If you say, maybe you should change the type of music you use, oh, that's lame. Oh, that's not, everybody want to be cool. Everybody want to like blend in, but it's like, okay, but it's not getting anybody anywhere.
Yeah, it's the culture.
It's just an image. These kids don't even know who they are by the time they're, preteen. They've been fully washed out of themselves and told, this is who you are. This is your history. This is who you're going to be. This is who you're going to become. And it's like, you know what? As parents, you gotta step it up. If you see where this generation is headed, it's headed down. And if parents don't stand up to these kids, because these kids is running the show now. If these parents don't learn how to put on some big girl and big boy pants and stand up to these kids and put their foot down and all of that, and stop trying to be cool theyself and stop trying to be young-minded theyself, I think it would change a lot of people. But they don't have those grandmas over them telling them.
Mm-hmm.
They too busy cussing grandma out. You know what I'm saying?
I seen a video with the girl, the mama called her daughter to come whoop the grandma.
What?
Yeah.
To whoop your own grandma?
Crazy.
Yeah.
I just feel like shit like that is just
Wow, it's wild. That's backwards.
Cause like in my family, like actually a situation like that actually did happen and over in my camp or whatever you want to call it. But then it's like motherfuckers, real niggas know what's right from wrong. Like it's like I don't care if you pissed off at your grandma. I don't care if that's your grandma. At the end of the day, you guys finna put like no. So like motherfuckers try that shit. It ain't look too good when it happens. But it's like I just feel like it's like you don't do that. But
Which one of my female relatives would raise that?
Yeah, what?
They mothers,
I used to play around.
Be the thing.
elders in general.
Ever.
But the elders are too busy trying to be young and not putting a mature example for them to respect.
And that's the whole problem.
It's just
It
messed
starts with the parents. Yeah, everything starts with the parents. So,
But now, because the parents can do all they can, but when they go out in the world, that ain't they parents out there in the world.
that's true.
They can't hold their hand everywhere they go.
But you got to train the child up. You have to train your child. You're training them as when they're little is going to determine their future.
It takes a village. That's what they say.
Train up a child in the way that he should go. And when he is old, he will not depart from it. So when you train your child up and you give them the direction they need in life at a young age, they're going to remember that when they grow up. They might stray for a little while, but those roots, those seeds was planted. And so you're going to see what you taught them come out later on. And you know what? If you don't, you did your best. You tried your hardest. And, you really got to leave it in God's hands at that point.
I'm more strict. I ain't trying to be none of their friends. None of the kids' friends. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm not here to be your friend. I don't care.
Exactly.
At the house, you can either get fun dad or you can get punishment dad. Which one do you want? I'm gonna let you make that decision.
You choose.
But just know what comes with that.
And our
I
kids
see that at the house.
super lucky to have, parents that can empathize with them, but also,
Teach them.
because, you have some parents, they either just mean, they don't care about their kids, they don't care about their emotional state, what they could be going through mentally and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so important to talk to your kids.
We have a lot of talks at the house.
Talk to them. Let them express how they feel and what's bothering them. Let them get it off their chest.
It was 7 of us. We ain't had that many talks. If you did something bad, you get whooped.
You whoop it, right.
You get whooped, and you can go back outside. That's how it was for me. I can't speak for somebody else.
That's how it was.
But, see, I got kicked out in 3rd grade because I was always fighting. So when I did something bad, I got to whoop it. Okay, then I'm back to playing the game. I'm back to going outside. So I was basically doing the same thing over and over. But I was really trying to figure out why was I fighting all the time. And that's because my siblings, they was picking on me. But I ain't realized that until I got older. So when I went to school and somebody said something that I didn't like, I knocked them out. And that's just me being honest. I just knocked them right out
And I'm sure that people can relate to that.
Yeah.
and they had to suspend me. But I ain't know why I was fighting all the time. I didn't know.
But now you do.
But now I do.
That's like self.
Short, light skinned, they gonna try.
Yeah.
Nah, for sure. Nah, that's just
Everybody had jokes. I ain't had jokes.
That's why syndrome.
that's all. He got hands though.
Yeah, I ain't got no comeback for that, but I got one of these right hands.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's on it.
Let's
You gotta pay attention to your kids.
That's
I couldn't pay attention at all in school, but nobody would ever know that because nobody ever asked.
That's the thing.
I wasn't stupid. I tested high. When it was time to do the yearly test, I always tested high, but when it came to focusing, I couldn't. I think I had a slight ADHD. I couldn't focus. But because nobody was talking to me about why is this a struggle for you? What it's really like while I'm sitting there, my brain is wandering and I can't control it.
When I was young, I told my mom, like, this is just boring. I know this stuff already. They just teach me the same thing. We got the same books. This book ain't got no seam on it. It ain't nothing on there. The thread coming all off of it. It's a 1970 in the book. My grandma had this book. I see her name right here.
Another
that's
Get a
true.
new book.
That's real true.
Page is missing.
Oh,
Turn
man.
page 77. It's missing.
I just want to make one more point when it comes to the mental health topic. Just one more point. It has to kind of coincides with everything we've been talking about. Is another stigma in our community is ignoring childhood trauma and thinking that you're grown now, like you're grown, putting your maturity level at an age when people are also walking around with tremendous childhood trauma.
I'm one of them people.
As adults, even as adults, they walking around
For sure.
broken with wounds, and it's coming out in all these type of ways that they end up in all these scenarios, like a bunch of kids or a criminal record or can't hold down a job because they never learn how to emotionally control their temperament, things like that. Like with the mental health, I'm sure 90% of it is stemmed from childhood trauma.
That's true.
That's people bury and say, well, I'm grown. I just got to learn to handle my own.
Just get over it.
Yeah, but no, nobody's over it. It's people that are old, that are in a senior citizen homes talking about what they went through, what they daddy did, what they cousin did when they was 3, because that stuck with them.
Yeah. Nobody actually helped them get through it. It's like, it's just moved on. And that's why I was connecting with you because like you said, now you understand like why he was fighting so much in school and what's going on. It's like the process of self-awareness is like actually like digging into, it's not like nobody telling you, oh, you a bad motherfucker or you bad. Like you sit in the corner, but it's like you took time to actually reevaluate your life and understand why something was going on the way it was going on. And that's basically like, that's great. Like we all need self-awareness. Like we all need time to actually dig deep into our own psyche to understand why something actually happened the way it did pertaining to us. And it's like we kind of like blame a lot of people for shit. Like I know like somebody did something to you, okay, cool, they did that shit, that's not your fault. But then like at the same token, it's like they don't give a fuck. They might die, they might go to jail, they might do whatever. But it's like
people accountable.
It's like no, it's holding them accountable, but you have to come within yourself to actually get peace with them. The situation at hand, but realize you can't. You can't just be living off
them and forgive yourself.
Yeah, it's like be at peace. Like actually, like forgiving, because like sometimes like a lot of people like fuck him, I'm not forgiving him. Fuck her, I'm not forgiving her. But the forgiveness is like for you, it's like to make you be at peace and make you be free from that guilt and like that black cloud that I was covering you.
It takes their power away.
Yeah.
If you sitting up and you still mad at with this person, you giving them all the power.
Yeah, and like I said, like
they can control your mood.
That's like
how you feel about your feelings. They can tell you what you're going to be and how you're going to be it, all because they have that emotional control. Once you get that emotional control back, say, you know what? I don't know what I ever did to you, but I apologize. And I forgive you. You know what I'm saying? And I wish you the best. And you really mean it. And you move on. And that person, guess what? They don't have no strings on you no more. When you think of them, you're not going to get angry all over again when you truly forgive. Now, if you still get angry, when you think of what that person did to you, you haven't fully forgiven them yet.
Nope.
And you got to understand, that's, again, people out here trying to go somewhere, but they got all these ropes from their past holding them in one position. They don't even see it. All they see is themselves trying to go ahead. And they're like, why can't I go forward in life? Why am I not growing in life? I'm doing this right. I'm doing that. But it's all these invisible ropes, chains from their childhood, from their past, from what their mother did, their father did, their grandma did, the generations before them. All these chains that they trying to but it's an illusion though, right? They see the everything's moving on, time's moving by, right? So you see everybody going past you, but you still stuck in the same spot. Why? Because you still stuck in the past. You gotta cut them cords with the past, forgive, let go, let God, and move forward. It takes emotional maturity.
It takes hard work and determination, because like a lot of people just can't say, "Oh, this happened to me and it's over." And like I was like, that was 10 years ago. Now I need to move on in my life. A lot of people can't do that. So it takes like a lot of hard work and like actually determination. Like I'm saying, it's like you have to actually be determined to actually break through those chains and break through those walls and break through that. I will let them walls back down again. Like a lot of women be scared because they got raped or something. They don't like to go for dates no more. You know what I'm saying? Or like a lot of guys like think of some type of way because like a grown woman molested them as a child. Like we all had experiences. Everybody went through their own traumas and stuff. But at the same token, you just gotta actually understand the process of breaking it down and like learning, relearning yourself, being self-aware of how you feel and what you want to feel, how you want to be, and you actually gotta actually take time.
Yeah, take them steps.
And take the steps. You can't just you can't just jump from here to here. It takes like, it's steps. It's not no elevator, it's not no escalator. You actually gotta walk that path, and that should be hard and that should be scary sometimes. A lot of people don't want to do it. A lot of people live off trauma. A lot of people strive off. That's all they know is trauma. And it's like to break away from that shit. It's like it's psyche changing. I guess is that a word?
Or you could turn into the cow that jumped over the moon and then just
They don't know how to be. They don't know how to be without that trauma. So it's scary.
So
they so used to being that.
It's like a crutch. It's like it's kind
They
of like
need something to be wrong.
a point made to.
Like you just can't be happy. It's like when you be happy, it's like, oh no, something got to give. Like this got to be something.
It's too much good.
Like this too good to be true. Like what the fuck? Take it up a little. Hey, God.
Another
self-sabotage.
Learned disability.
Self-sabotage,
It's
yes.
a learned disability. It's learned, oh, blame this person, blame that person.
Yep.
And then it becomes a crutch and your legs work.
Mhm.
You can't run because you still using these crutches, but your legs work. So you have everything inside of you that it takes. You have everything in front of you that it takes to become what you're trying to be and go forward. But if you don't get out that wheelchair and drop them crutches, talking about what they did and how they did it, then it's like, okay, just be ready to, in 30 years, be sitting here with the same clothes on, having that same victim mentality. And I'm not trying to minimize people's experiences. Some stuff is hard to get through. But then we got to stop shaming people for getting the help that they need, the therapy, if they want to go to church 10 times a week, if that's what it takes, if they gotta look up online therapy 12 hours a day, if that's what it's going to take for them to get through that, let them do it. Stop making people feel embarrassed because they struggling mentally, because they going through things. People is too judgmental in our community.
Overall, I just feel like it's not like, you have to understand, like at the end of the day got to end. So I was trying, but like at the end of the day, the day got to end. But it's like you have to actually understand within yourself, like, do I want to be at peace or do I want to be crying every night? Do I want to be happy or do I want to grow or do I want to stay? So it's just the mindset that you got to make up within yourself. So like at the end of the day, it's like at the end of the day, it's like I can take you. I can pay for therapy. I can go with you. I can sit down every night, talk to you. I can take you to the well, but I can't make you drink it. So it's like I feel like everything
You have to decide.
It has to be from within, and it's like everybody don't have that mentality to actually push to do it. So it's like I feel like it's just starting. Like all you gotta do is just take the leap, take the walk, just take the first step, and just start it. Like you don't have to worry about how it's gonna look 10 years from now. You don't have to worry about how it's gonna look just actually start it. Anything you're trying to do to break away from the chains and break away from just start it. Just be at peace, man. You got something you want to say?
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the crying to sleep part. That I was doing that for a while. I'll just go to the stove, especially when I was living in Iowa. I'd just go to the stove, grab a bottle, sit in the room. I'm closing the door.
how'd it make you feel?
Like how I felt, like alone. I felt alone in the world. I had a lot of people around me. I had it. The people I had around me was the people I needed around me, but I didn't know I needed them around me.
Right.
I was in Iowa, so it wasn't nothing but family. But they'll be there, but I'll be there, but I'm not there.
It's like to something.
Somewhere.
Yeah. It's like you got people around you, and that's another, like, a lot of people deal with that. Like, a lot of people still commit suicide when they got a loving family, a support system, still like somebody actually dead loving on you. So it's like a lot of people still go through with that. It's just like something from within. It's like we can't. A lot of people saying it's like psyche situation going on, but it's like you just can't force nobody to feel a certain way. So like it's no problem with that. It's like there's no like right or wrong answer when it comes to that, because like you don't know what that person dealing with. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say suicide is like selfish, or suicide is like fucking bogus or whatever. But it's like you just don't know what the fuck that person was going through. But it's like, I just feel like at the same token, I'm glad that you brought that up, because like a lot of people be thinking, I'll get you a support system, I'll get you some friends, I'll get you some real niggas that really understand you. It's like, but like people really have the support system, or people really do have the help that they need, and it still is not enough. So
I
like
ain't working for them all the time.
it's just like at the end of the day, I think we just be going through so much shit. Like honestly, our generation been through like a lot of life changing scenarios, and it's like they expect us to just get up and go to work, get up and go to school, take care of your family, act like ain't nothing happening. Like win another war, we in like another fucking election with this motherfucker going on. It's like a lot of crazy shit happening, and it's like, bro, like what?
You look through everything that like ancestors went through in one generation.
Yeah, bro. And it's like, it's just crazy. And it's like, I feel like even like with that with our ancestors, like they expect us, that shit like genetic, like all the trauma that they went through, like the people that made it off their ship and like made it to like segregation and made it to like all the stuff that they went through, that shit passed down through your DNA. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just literally like,
Just in the DNA. It's genetically passed down. That one little mark will be passed down. People be like, no, they can't do that.
Yeah. We was traumatized from birth.
Because without even having that experience, but if something like that was to happen, you will feel threatened. That instinct will pop in your head like, oh yeah, this a threat right here.
Like PTSD.
We just I want to say evolved into a different way to approach it.
Yeah. A lot of people say, I had a conversation the other day that like they said the reason that black people are big on like respect and big on like manners, like saying excuse me or like walking past somebody and stuff, and like how white people just be bumping into you and just keep going.
Because we spiritual people.
It's like we spiritual people, one, and then also like the way how motherfuckers used to treat us back in the day. It's like if we was to look at somebody in the eye like something like that, it was like you couldn't do that. So certain stuff that we was taught is like certain stuff we was taught was wrong. We had to understand that like we had to do it in a certain manner. I don't know how to explain. Like it was against the law to like basically talk to somebody looking at their face, or like going to a certain way, or walking through a certain door.
They got contact with a white lady or something like that.
You gotta put your head down. You gotta do all. It was like a lot of crazy shit that was going on, and we was still in that. When they're like motherfuckers, they didn't. It wasn't nothing to them. They don't give a fuck. So like for us to actually, the reason that can be up for a debate, but like most people, they're saying like the reason why we so big on respect and big on manners and big on like saying excuse me or big on like that is because like Big Mama and them taught they ass like this what you do when you go past these type of people, this what you do when you out in the street, this what you do, you don't look at that way, you don't look. So like yeah, we just I don't know, we just was instilled certain qualities that other people don't.
We kings and queens from the beginning of the time. We kings and queens.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if we kings and queens, then we have to act a certain way. Like you can't be a king without that.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be a queen, or you can't be this without that. So I just think that's where that's from.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where that's from.
I think a lot of, because, okay, you can take the good with the bad as far as the social media bombardment of information, but it has been coming out that throughout history that, you know, a lot of genetics are rooted in different races. You know how a lot of the black community thinks they just black Americans are African Americans when they're not African at all. They're Hebrews and they Israelites and they're from totally different nations, and they are royal and they are God's chosen people. They are special, and that's why it's so much put on that one race. You don't see all of that being put on any other race but the what they call the African American race. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of scrutiny. It's a lot of generalizations and things like that. So it's like, it's a lot. What you said is true. Y'all generation has been bombarded. I'm saying it like I'm
How old are we? Old as fuck.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
Y'all,
I'm 30.
I'm 30, but yeah.
So I'm youngest in the room.
How old are you?
y'all
26.
generation is
Yeah, you the youngest.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
be around older people.
I ain't got no choice. All of that is older siblings.
Don't follow. But I'm saying, like, if you following your generation to lead you,
I know that's so. That's
always go to the elders, the older people. They can tell you what to look out for. What, don't be again sitting and chatting with grandma for 4-5 hours or grandpa.
That can vary though. I will say that can vary. Nah, but yeah, for sure.
We're talking about people that have proven themselves to be wise, and I just think that's really important.
Did anybody got anything y'all want to say? Closing remarks.
Yeah, I got some closing remarks, man. Put yourself first, and have adversity, and always keep going. It don't matter if you got a bus, a bike, some skates, a skateboard, no shoes, no feet, crutches. It don't matter. Just keep going.
You got something to say?
No,
Nah.
talk about it. That's my whole thing.
Sure.
If you got something, I feel like that's one of the main things we were speaking on today is being able to talk about it. Whatever it is, be able to find somebody you can talk to about it. Whether it could be a random person on the street, just somebody that you feel like will listen to you. Not to listen to response, but just actually listen to you. If you feel like you gotta cry about it, cry. There ain't nothing wrong with it. It's for males mostly, because we so big on, no, don't cry. You have to. They gotta be let out.
Sure.
Yeah, man. Just get some help, man. Seek some therapy, y'all. Take care of y'all mental.
For sure. I want to say, like, if you feel like you can't talk to nobody, you ain't got nobody to talk to, y'all can text 988 on your cell phone, pick up the phone, or that landline, whatever kind of phone you got, or just Google suicide hotline, and that actually give you some information you can talk to us, like free therapy. If you don't want to talk to nobody, you can text them, and then y'all can text throughout the day, throughout the night, and it's 24/7. So it used to be a whole 1-800 number, 273-2255, but they changed it to just simply 988. So, one love, y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming out. That's What's the Word podcast with Shy Boy Jimmy and Jay. Hey, peace.